Hello.
Hello.
Can you feel better?
I'm good, mate. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I don't know how many people are going to come tonight. It doesn't look like there's going to be many.
Just happy I'm not sleeping, Fluey.
If there's not many people here, mate, we can make it a little bit quicker, but I will go through sort of the basics. Obviously, people can catch up on record.
Hey, count.
Oh, I can kind of count, but not properly.
That goes here. Hi.
Hi, mate. You okay?
You can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you better.
Let's see.
I don't know who's going to come up. I was just saying to Dark, I don't know who's going to actually come in today. Maybe nobody. But you've got the opportunity, so...
Okay, I need some Discord settings. Take a moment. Okay. Sorry. I interrupted something.
No, you've interrupted nothing, mate. There's nothing going on. What are you doing?
Okay. I opened a beer. I made Discord to listen for my what's the name of that? Voice meter. So it should be fine now.
What
And
bit?
I'm also upgrading my laptop to Windows 10 because I'm gonna use it for only for voice and stuff. Yeah. And
What?
other things.
The most important question is what beer you drinking?
Beer.
Yeah, which beer?
I'm drinking ice beer.
Ice
Ice
beer.
beer. You can guess. You have two options.
Francisca. Wow.
And that's it. And we have a winner. Yeah.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Well, I love it. But you know, if I drink more, like more than two, maybe, there's a strange feeling in my stomach. Then I don't know why. I don't have a problem with the other one, but don't know.
Oh.
Still, I'm not giving up.
I wasn't going to drink. I wasn't going to drink today, and I've ended up having 3 big bottles of beer Moretti, and I'm on probably my 3rd or 4th vodka and coke. So that went well.
Nice.
Ooh. I can't. Vodka, nah. That's a red zone.
I quite like
No.
vodka and coke.
Yeah, that's like classic Scumby, but I can not anymore. Maybe that's why, because I had too much of it.
Why?
What's wrong, Dark?
Dark
I'm
Master.
trying to download
I'm just hearing stuff like a witch is ready.
the job files for Fabric and the voice theme for my laptop, but it keeps on wanting to open up as a Internet Explorer deal. Sorry.
What are you trying to do?
I'm
I
trying
have
to
no
get
idea
the
what-
voice mod onto the laptop. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
You
so
mean the in-game one?
yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't really know what to do now. Like, there's nobody here other than us.
It's just us.
I thought there might be other people, but I guess there's people.
We have some questions.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm just going to skip sort of Dark's questions at the moment, and we can go through them sort of a bit later on. Obviously, there's no agenda or
My
anything.
questions was just trying to get it
Sounds good.
people to put questions in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's there's no like agenda or anything like that. Obviously there's the time difference thing, which is going to affect a lot of people. So I do think obviously there might not be as many people here, but it's worth going over a few little points because I think people will watch it back in the next day or so.
So I had a problem until now.
You have a problem.
I can hear this thing. I have here maybe. Can you say something?
What's your problem?
Okay, I can hear it like this.
What?
I hear myself.
Hopefully you don't hear the background noise.
Yeah.
I know my grandfather and them just walked through the living room. Hopefully you didn't hear them.
And that's bad.
You can hear yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, so you look robot then.
Since you started the streaming thing,
Huh?
and then I can hear myself.
Well, let me just wait.
And I can hear you both.
Right, wait, one sec.
Okay.
Right, is that better? Can you hear me better? And can you hear yourself twice or whatever?
And I can hear it more now. Okay.
Is that better or is that worse?
I'm sorry.
There is no. I can hear myself 2 times now. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now it's fine. Now it's
right. Okay. So it might be something to do with the screen sharing thing then.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to do that anyway. So that's good.
Yeah, we can look at together this channel anyways with the
Yeah,
questions.
but
So
it's more just a chat in it. So, basically, yeah. Just the only reason I decided to do this was to try and get people in. If they've got any questions, we can answer them sort of together as they're chatting, rather than answering messages one at a time, which is obviously a lot harder than it is to answer sort of person to person and a lot more long-winded. Obviously, there's a lot of new people sort of coming into the server at the moment, and some people know quite a bit about Nomadcraft, some people know nothing about Nomadcraft, and it was basically just to answer the questions for them, to let them know sort of what we're about and what plans we've got for the coming season, and to take it from there, really.
Well, your timing couldn't be better for something like this. Now when a lot of people entered, new people and stuff, so this should be a cool thing to do now.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously we've not had loads of questions, but we've had a few people obviously sending a few questions. We've had quite a lot of applications, and over the last week or so, the actual Discord server has probably been busier than it's ever been. So,
yeah,
it's
that's true. That's why I meant this. There couldn't be the better timing.
Yeah. So basically, obviously, us three that are in the chat at the moment, obviously, we've been here from the start. We're all admins in the Discord, established members. We've all reapplied like everybody else. Hey,
you did that thing.
I like to think I'm an established member. Yeah.
Okay.
We've all got to, yeah, but we've all got to do the same thing. We've all got to have the same sort of mentality about the server. And obviously, a lot of people have sort of, the new players especially, have commented on the minimum 200 words to sell themselves, if you will, which is a bit of a weird way to put it. But
how did that go? Actually, I really I was thinking about it. I was you saw my thing, right? Count awesome. That's it. What would you type in 200 words?
Well, it's difficult. I get it's difficult to do that.
Yeah.
However, it's not so much what you actually write. It's the fact that you're taking the time and the effort to think about what you can say about yourself, and what you can give to the server. You know, if of course people will look at that and say it's 200 words. Oh, I can't be bothered doing that. Well, that's absolutely fine. If you can't be bothered doing it, then that's fine. But you're not right for the server.
Lack of motivation. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you
I mean,
know.
it's just kind of like a YouTube video. If you create in a YouTube video, you want to sell your video, so people will sub, like, and comment, right?
Of course it is.
Right, true. That's also the tactic in the Facebook group, right?
Exactly.
If you want to post something, sell it first. Yeah.
Yeah, put a bit of an effort, and actually on the Facebook group, I've set up a few. I've managed to figure out a few settings now, so if people don't write, you know, a bit of a description, it won't actually post the video, and we won't even have to decline it anymore. So that's good news for us.
I was wondering, like 7 yesterday to today, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
But we had
last time I left it for 2 days, and there were like 84, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that was.
We've got like at the moment on the YouTube, not on YouTube, the Facebook group. There's like 20 people a day joining. So obviously that's getting bigger and bigger. So it's going to get more difficult, and as it does, we'll just bring more and more people into it.
I know I've been going through checking everybody's videos out.
Yeah, it's you're
a crazy man.
I give a lot of view time. That's why I have collected mine. It's collecting videos.
Facebook. I actually don't just look at description or activity. If the thumbnail is good, I also enter the video and try to decide, because maybe I will decline it. And once I approved one, you know, it wasn't good, I approved it, and I wrote a comment that maybe he has to try and sell himself a little bit more and stuff. But I couldn't decline it because really he had a good point, good
description.
video.
Yeah,
that takes time. This takes time.
But
really.
but I think the video might not be great, but at the end of the day, if they're making the effort to actually describe the video and stuff, then you've got to give it the opportunity. Obviously, I understand that with them videos, a lot of the descriptions even will be a copy and paste, and there's nothing really we can do about that. We've just got to keep an eye on the members, but that's it's hard work. I get it, and that's why the Discord is a lot more important. And anyone that's really keen on the idea of the server will join the Discord, and they get a lot of a more of a tight-knit community, I think, and they'll gain a lot more from it. I know Zen Master Sloths said he already more than appreciates all the support he's got. He's only been here a few days, and he's raring to go, so there's something good about this Discord. Just gotta.
With Zen Master Sloth in the past, he's actually a really great player. He'll be a great addition.
Yeah, he seems really keen. Anyway,
you were gone for a second. Who are we talking about?
I'm gone.
Why can't I hear you?
I don't know, mate. You're weird.
Both. I'm weird. I was so the story of my life.
Yeah. So anyway, we've had so far. I think we've had 26, 27 applications for season 2.
Applications, season 2 applications.
Yeah. Around about 20, I think 26 applications in total. Obviously, not everyone will get accepted, or not immediately at least. And somebody asked about...
All the applications that went through, right?
Yeah, that I've actually... Not that I've been accepted.
Without the...
That have been received.
Okay.
You've got this. Somebody asked about...
Was it
Oh, mate.
about how many people and stuff? Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah, somebody asked about how many people we've got on the server at the moment. Now, whitelisted, we had throughout season 1, we've had over 20 people whitelisted, which have sort of come and gone, obviously for different reasons. At the moment, in the last month or in the last 2 months, players that we've had playing, we have 14 active members, which actually seems... I didn't think it was that many, but that's how many we have that have all played in October at some point.
I can't name 14.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have that list in front of me. You know, I've come prepared, but not that prepared.
Pretty strange. 14?
Yeah, 14. 14
yeah,
different
okay,
people.
Really with the new people like Rosie, and she stopped playing at some point, but with Rosie and Magpie and Sassy, and stuff. Actually, yeah, it sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Buck's been back on too because...
No, he's not. He's not.
He hasn't? Okay.
No,
Buck.
Buck's gone. Buck's gone.
Oh.
But again...
Yeah.
But I've told Buck, you know, I've no problem with him. If he ever wanted to come back, there's no issues or anything. It's not like he ever did anything wrong. It's just a case of he's not been able to fit it in around his schedule, so that's absolutely fine.
Schedule is the biggest part.
Yeah, and that's the same for everyone. Like someone else asked about where is it?
He was doing too much stuff at the same time, and I can imagine that it was too much for him.
Yeah, and that is you know, that's the sort of thing in a different way. That's what I've done on the server this season, which was a bit stupid of me, just taking on too much, not being able to finish anything basically.
Yeah.
But that's something I've learned from this season.
Huge castle.
Yeah,
that's a big project.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just not. It's something I've learned from this season, and obviously going into next season, I've
learned it myself.
Yeah, but Dart, you've been, you know, you've
not on this season, but on a past server, I took on way too much, and I learned the same thing.
So it's just learning, isn't it, as you go along?
Yeah.
Like someone's
the idea of one, right? Anyway.
Well, exactly, yeah. And it was just getting to know people. It was a short season. Season 1 was never going to be anything epic, really. Which, you know, I should have thought about that when I started building massive builds, but I didn't.
Once we get the 1.19, season 3 will be
bloody hell. That's thinking ahead, mate.
I always do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. And he's always stopping me, like pushing me back a little bit.
In the moment, come on. In the moment, we're not even at season 2 yet. And you're already thinking about season 3.
Give me just a second.
Just a second.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Obviously, what I will say is Zen Master Sloth sent in. He wants to learn about other creators' process. And he finds it all incredibly time consuming, and I don't think there's any way around that. You know, as myself, like I've said, it's trying to manage your time, but sometimes you just can't do it. Real life gets in the way. I've got a weird job, so sometimes I can think I'm going to be free, and then, you know, next week I won't have any time at all. So it's hard to time manage, but I think it is quite important. And cutting a lot of the rubbish out, which is hard to do for a lot of people. You know, You can play the game for hours and hours, hundreds of hours, and you can end up with an hour's worth of footage that you can actually edit into something that makes a video. And it is what it is, and I think you've just got to accept it sometimes.
Well, the process with my last video, episode 4, I just sat down, recorded everything in one night, and edited everything in one night. Everyone has different flows. I don't usually have a daytime job that I go to, so I'm just laying about watching people's videos most of the day.
But I would say, obviously, you doing it all in one day like that, and that must be like one of the first times you've ever done that, because I think that is quite difficult to do, just to get the whole thing done and then get it edited and everything in one go is very, very rare.
And that comes from me having a lot of time.
Yeah, it does. But even then, like, it's still, it's not even the time to do it. Like, there's only so much you can do in one period of time. Where, like, you obviously went from one thing to another. Where I think if that's good, if you have got a few projects on the go, then I think it's good that you can go from one to another, and then you can break up the episode so it's never boring. Whereas if you was doing one build for 8 hours,
A whole episode, yeah.
well, exactly. But sometimes a build can take you. Someone might spend 8 hours on a build, and then eventually, when you've narrowed it down, you've done your intro and stuff. That time lapse becomes a 2-minute section of your time lapse, but you spent 8 hours on it, and that's just the way it is. And I think people get stressed out and thinking other people must do it a different way, or how do they do it? I don't think they do. I think everybody has that same struggle, even the pros. But the difference is the pros do it for a living 24 hours a day rather than, coming on as and when. So they can say, if I spend 8 hours doing a build, I can get a quarter of my episode done today. Well, if they do that 4 times, then that's a full episode done for the week.
Yeah.
I think counts obviously in and out.
Yeah, he's having connection issues, I think.
Good for him. But I think just carry on, because obviously I'm kind of recording this and I'm just waffling on. It won't be very exciting to watch.
I know one of the best things when it comes to the recording process for me is try not to have a long record bit. Try to do it short, sweet, and sometimes repeat your words. So if you mess up, you have that other voice clip you can just go to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally agree. And what I do is if I'm specifically, because obviously I record a lot of mine and then edit it. If I'm going on specifically to record, I'll go on, I will do my intro, I'll stop the record, and then I'll immediately start it again, and then go to whatever I'm doing. And then it just makes it easier when editing. So I know that part is my intro. I can edit it either side, but I know it's my intro. I keep seeing Count's name pop in and out of all different channels.
I entered the wrong channel. I actually did, and I was wondering, there's no one here.
There's no one here.
At some point, I can't hear you both. You're like gone, and then it's okay again, and then I don't know.
Well, that doesn't happen to the king. Well, I'll say.
Which king? He's not here.
He's not here. That's a good point. A real king would be here. That is a good point.
Be in a video.
A real a real king. I won't say it.
Yeah. Right.
He is ill.
Oh, is he?
Illness. Mm-hmm.
I know. I've seen him pop on a few times. So
very uncommon.
He's still. Yeah. He's in. He's
very, very uncommon illness. We're not talking about the same guy.
No.
I don't think no.
Right. Okay.
Oh. Okay. What did I miss?
What? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we've got Yevo. I don't know. I won't be able to be there, but if you're recording it, could you answer? How many players are? All right, okay, done that. Are there any expectations from players, content-wise or in-game wise? I think that's a good question because I know from previous experience, some servers do say you have to put out a video every week, and you have to play a certain amount. I will just go on and answer that now to say, absolutely, content-wise, no, there is no expectation. There will be times where I'm going to be away in January for over a month. I won't be posting a video, and there will be times other people can't post as well. There'll be times where I post every week. It'll vary, so there's no expectations there. In-game wise, what we did this year is if you went over a month, we actually was going to say if you went over a month, you would be removed from the whitelist but could reapply. But what I actually did is if anyone went over a month without playing, I just sent them a quick message and just to see where they're at. And I think this next season, if you're off the server for over a month, we'll send you that message. And then if you still are not after 2 months, then it'll just be removed from the whitelist. No hard feelings, anything like that. You just have to reapply if you want to come.
Again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only time anyone would ever get banned or anything like that is if they broke the rules, which are quite simple, obviously. So, and they're all in the rules thing up there. I'm not gonna go through all the rules now. If you don't read the rules, well, then you could be out. But they're pretty straightforward. It's common sense, I would. Not. Don't think we have loads of rules. You guys agree?
Not too many rules at all, and everything is pretty easy to follow.
Yeah, it's pretty much do what you
And
have
the
to
whole
do.
whitelisted deal, I think that's a great idea. So if people go inactive for a while, we never know if somebody's account gets hacked.
Mhm.
And it's just great to let us know if you a little too busy.
Yeah, of course it is. And
We know.
you know, that would always be the case. If someone came, and in fact, that actually did happen this season where Rockerbook, you know, he thought he might be able to get back in, so he said, please don't take me off the whitelist. I will be back. So I said, absolutely fine. Just give us a shout. Let us know where you're at. Kept him on the whitelist, and it unfortunately wasn't able to come back. So it's one of those things, and it will happen. It will happen every season.
We all understand that life happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the past 2 months, we all had issues and time issues.
Exactly.
Work and stuff, so we solved it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it is
My work's crazy, so I'm not going to dictate to people when they can and can't play.
you with your I have bad shit.
Yeah. We both have badges. It's not a competition. Not everything has to be a competition, you know.
Yeah, that was Tommy's always asking why. I don't know why.
There is a boxing competition coming up soon. Wait.
Oh.
If you actually next time you're on the server when you're at your casino, you have a look over towards the boxing arena, you'll see there's been a bit of work done. You know, things are coming on a bit.
I checked it a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was nothing done.
Oh, Bella, what did you think at the end of episode 4 when I said wink, wink?
Wink, wink.
You know, I was doing that from one of your streams, right?
Wink.
That was like it was an Easter egg deal from Bella's old stream.
Okay.
I was laughing to him.
He's really digging. Dark Master is really digging.
Digging.
Oh.
But we've got, all I'm going to say as well is that the applications, obviously, some people have applied with, and who have been accepted pending interaction with the group. Somebody asked before, what does that mean? Does it mean just keep posting? No, it doesn't mean keep posting. It means get to know the group, become a part of the community. If you're just posting junk, then come season 2, simply the application will just be revoked and you won't be put into season 2. It's as simple as that. But to be honest, nobody's done that, so I've not got any worries about that at the moment. What else?
What about words? How many words did you write at the time?
Exactly.
Really integrated.
Exactly, and I think that.
He also asked. I'm sorry, but
Oh.
are there any expectations from players, content-wise or in-game-wise? And that's pretty important about not being an a-hole. Stuff about in-game wise, right? Yeah,
In-game wise, yeah, right.
That's more the content-wise is what you can, but in-game that's really important because our community that we've built until now there.
Yeah, I know. I just think a lot of it's common sense. Like
Yeah, but your answer, no, it wasn't you. It was equal players. The common sense is really, really relative.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what's common sense to you? What's common sense to me?
Yeah. So that's a big topic.
Right.
Well. I don't know what to say about it.
Right. Well. Right. Let's just put something, because I know what's lingering around here about pranks and stuff, but let's put things straight here. Griefing, trolling, bullying, all the usual stuff, and sort of exceptional foul language and stuff like that, just not tolerated. They're the basic rules, and it would be the same rules on any server, unless you join one of these idiot servers where people just want to troll each other and just, idiots. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah.
But there's a few different things. Obviously, again, it's all relative to common sense. Because we had a couple of instances this season where common sense to some people was different to common sense to another people, with regarding to pranks, and then that became a big thing when it really didn't need to be. All I would say with pranks, especially, is if you're going to prank somebody, try and know the person before you prank them. We have a few.
I'm not sure how you're reacting to my prank. Sometimes I have the feeling that you're pretty pissed.
No, mate, you can prank me all you want. The only problem was that I know what you're talking about, the pufferfish prank. I died, but I was I was at my old Jeffreyville, so I had to get back. Yeah, so I had to get back, but I didn't have my gear.
That's the best of it then.
Yeah, but I went back for my gear, and then I died again, and I couldn't get it because it was down the side. It was down the side of my, where my portal is, and there's an underground bit. My gear had dropped there, and the pufferfish was there.
I didn't want you to die. I really didn't.
Do you know the funny thing is though that you actually did that with Magpie, and as I was dying, she was on the server. She was watching it happen. But no, I know. At the end of the day,
annoying.
At the end, well, yeah, it was annoying, and there's still a pufferfish there because I heard it today. There's still a pufferfish in my base, and I don't know where it is.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that it's if you
no.
If you go to your
smelter. No, it's not. It's not. I've got it. I've got that one. There's a bell. There's a bell as well somewhere in my base. Someone's put a bell in my base.
You? I showed it that in a video.
Yeah.
Where the bell
Don't
is.
show that in a video.
Well, I don't know where that is. I think I must have just left it.
Bell is still here?
Yeah, I just left it. Obviously, just left it. I don't know. I forgot. That was like, was that early, like really early on? That was well before the pufferfish, weren't it?
Yeah.
But that's still there.
You said it couldn't be me because I was not.
Yeah. Well, that bell, it's still there. It's still there.
Oh god.
Huh?
Like bell pranks.
Mate, there might even.
Good in your base.
Well, there might even be spider heads somewhere in my base as well. I don't even know. That's how.
No, I think I took up all the rest of the spider heads.
He went and yeah, that's the thing. We're supportive. Yeah, we're making pranks, but I'm also really supportive to the others. If something happens.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. That is the point, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's the point with even a prank. Like, if you're gonna do a prank, even if you do a prank which is way over the top and probably a little bit on the edge of okay, you know, if you go and repair that situation, you know, if you repair the base or if you replenish the equipment or if you just be there for the person that's done that, then that's absolutely fine. But listen, at the end of the day, the pranks, if there's no pranks, it's going to be boring. That's what I think. There has to be pranks, but it did annoy me.
To some of the people, so they can just be propelled to record.
Yeah, but even still, like I mean, most of the time, if I see something,
you don't have to like say what the prank is. Just to, like send a message to the person, heads up when you log on.
Dark,
that's the new rule. Right?
Dark, have you just gone close to the mic, or have you just started shouting?
Who, me? Oh.
Again, a little bit.
That's funny. That's funny. No, it's just funny. It's just going to look really funny, like on the record of this video. It made me jump when you spoke.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, you're right. You're okay. But yeah, just with the pranks, like, and it did annoy me because that situation, it was a ridiculous prank. It was a ridiculous prank. Not you. The end crystal prank.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
The whole thing.
In somebody's base, you know, it was too much, I think. But then again, I probably still would have laughed. If it happened to me, I'd just blow myself up, laughed, and that would be it. But I would expect that person to be there to help me out after it. But
yeah, Tom was having a bad day. But the thing is that it's partly my fault anyway, because I was actually there, right?
Encouraging on the stream.
Yeah. But
I blame you.
Really, everyone was saying, right? So make it like he can't get out.
Yeah.
And no.
Of course they were, mate. And if I was watching the stream, I would have done exactly the same. And that's because that's what people are like. Like, yeah, do it, go on, do it. Be a bad one.
No. He said no. He said I will leave the way under so he can actually dig under his feet. What we didn't think about that end crystals,
the hitboxes,
are hitboxes, right?
Yeah.
They're half a block bigger. That means Tom had no chance. He was in both hitboxes equal if he crouches or not. He didn't stand a chance. Not at all. And that was a surprise.
He would have blew himself up.
I'm sure that Sassy really regretted.
Yeah, of course. And he did, and you know what? After it he was sincere and all the rest of it after it. So there's no like issues with that. And Tom, he was annoyed, but he took it well. And fair play. There's not been anything from it, but I just think
I have to include him in more.
I just don't want the drama of all this. There's no need for it. Like, just don't kill people in your pranks unless like they know they might get killed.
I didn't want
No, not you. No, I didn't die because of your prank. I died because I'm an idiot. Like, no, I mean the end crystal prank. Like, that was unavoidable. Mine was avoidable, 100%. I was just, no, I'd never even heard of pufferfish until pretty much that prank. So, well, no, actually, I heard of pufferfish for the first time when it caught me with the crown.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah, exactly. People have asked about season 2, and will there be themes for season 2 and things like that? I don't know. Like, it depends on everybody else.
I think it's too early, and we are making teams during gameplay when we play. At some point, we are forming teams anyways.
Yeah, I think it's just something that needs to be discussed amongst the whole group.
I know my little town inside the cave is gonna be like a theme of a town on top of a mountain that got sucked into the mountain and dropped into this cave.
Yeah, I think he means more like the whole server.
Yeah, just more like if people had decided that they wanted to do a theme. Right, I don't like going back to this, but we had this idea on the last server where we was going to do clans, where everyone would be a part of a clan, and depending what clan you was with, would depend what sort of how you built, what farms you would use, what shops you could have, and all the rest of it. And obviously now there's another server which is Crusted Earth or something, which Sassy's running, and obviously that is a theme where you cannot be on the surface when the sun's out, because you melt or die, something like that. So themes like that, I don't know. Nothing. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say we would have a specific theme, but everything like that for season 2 is up for discussion, I would say.
We'll still have like the one player sleep and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think on this server, definitely one player. It's hard enough getting one player to sleep, let alone getting everyone on the server to sleep. So,
oh yeah,
there's no way we could get rid of that.
Like if there's an AFK Doc or AFK Tom, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
sometimes I go back to my computer and I just see like all these sleep messages. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad.
No, we'll 100%. We'll be having the same mods, unless anyone's got a problem with any of them. We'll be having proximity chat. We'll be having the shulkers are going to be different, aren't they, this time? So there won't be any need for the double shulker. What else have we got? The fast leaves.
The better looking leaves?
No, the leaves disappear when you chop the wood down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As anti-lag thing. Actually.
Yeah, anti-lag. You got the player heads. I think we're gonna keep all the mods, unless anyone's got a complaint with any, and then they can.
We don't really need.
No, exactly. Yeah, and to even this season count, even if we didn't have the double shoulders, it would never have been a problem at all. So
I also.
The same with the dragon.
To the end and get a couple more shulkers.
About themes now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, everyone will have his single stuff, like making a base and stuff like that.
Yep.
And we talked about it once. We can actually make a channel or something. All the community, everyone, not only the people that are actually playing in the server, can give suggestions or ideas. Also during the season, watching the videos, looking how it goes in way and stuff, and someone has a good idea, hey, start this or this, like a storyline or team, or call it if you wish.
Yeah, like the
So
storyline.
if you include the people, it makes actually pretty cool. But no, I don't think we will actually have a team. The whole.
No, not as team as such, but
We are cool. We are cool like this. We don't need it.
like we had didn't we? We had a serve in the serve. I'm just going over here now for people that are watching on board. In the server specific category, we had the storylines category where we had a little bit of a chat about things that might happen. Not so much planning out episodes, I wouldn't say, but the fact of saying what people are planning to do. At least let somebody know. If the crown, for example. So when I created that crown thing, people had to know what it was, because if you're not on the server at the same time as me, you would never know. And it played its part. It's died down, but it played its part. It created a bit of a storyline, and it created some content. And I think that's what people need to do, rather than have a whole theme where we could go down the whole or teams route or whatever. Me, Count, and Dark versus whoever, and we all have our own little area and all the rest of it. But I don't think that would work.
We can still do that, but we don't need to plan that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's naturally happened in season 1, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And that's the best of it.
Yeah, like everybody against me, basically. That's what's happened, hasn't it?
You're blind, Cosby.
Rebel against the crown. Don't even mention him. He's not worth anything. Him. Never here.
You're telling me I have no trust issues with my team.
Well, I don't know. There's a shady guy. Dark by name, dark by nature. That's all I'm going to say.
You had a spy, and he didn't do a very good job, did he?
The spy? He's the worst spy I've ever known him.
Right?
Oh, that's funny.
It was helping me.
He's the worst. The spy converted himself. He converted himself, yeah.
The vampire's mind control is so strong.
Right, he converted himself. He went from spying for me to building a whole island for you. With you. A bootleg island.
Oh no, that island I only placed like maybe 2 stacks of dirt. All that was count.
But it was the idea from both of us.
But I guess my main island is what inspired him to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, with the themes thing, we don't need to do anything like official. I think it'd be stupid to do that. Shopping.
We have a listener.
We have a listener. Dogger.
You wanna say hey?
Hey,
Hi.
Sebi. Hi.
Not you. Hi.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, we have got.
How you doing?
It sounds like Johnny Moon.
No, it's so I can't say the name.
A beat, right?
Sebi.
The voice.
Sebi.
There we are.
People mentioned obviously shopping district as well. That is one that is 50-50 that with what people want.
Yeah,
I am totally down for a shopping district in season 2.
They don't mean 50, but yeah, the equal play. It's right about it, the sharing stuff.
Yeah.
We are missing something. We're missing the whole thing, the competition.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's missing.
I do think a shopping district gives a natural interaction. If you need something, you have to speak to that person, whether you particularly want to or not. You have to speak to that person, and it just gives that bit more opportunity for collaboration. And what they did mention, obviously, was to obviously sell services rather than just the items, which is perfect because if you do that, it's straight away it's natural collaboration, isn't it? So I don't think we could say no to it. If people want to sell,
you can communicate and stuff. That's pretty.
Exactly. Do you know?
We've all seen it in the other SMPs videos. That brings a lot of communication.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I would pay.
Everyone is visiting.
I would pay Joni Moon to do my garden for.
Would pay somebody to build me an end ship in the sky.
Dudes, I entered this server with the idea that I'm the best builder. Now I have a pretty hard job to prove. After Joni.
I entered the server thinking I was the best grinder, but everybody's great at grinding.
No, mate. I can tell you now. You take that crown. Don't worry about that. And by the way, I don't give crowns away very often, so you know that's a privilege.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to remove the cursor. What was the name? Cursor.
Find it.
When it disappears.
Oh, managing.
The what?
Yeah, I have to remove that. Good. I didn't know that you're gonna give it to her. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
Cursor on it.
So, question for season 1 at the moment, Bella.
Yeah.
When are you going to come and attack this castle?
Attack the castle? I've already been around the castle. To be honest,
your crown.
We can build catapults and stuff around.
I actually recorded me going to the castle the other day, and I'm not even joking you. It took me 10 minutes to get in the thing because there's that many pistons going up and down trying to go through doors. I tried to go through one door and the piston kept coming up, just blocking it. Honestly, yeah. It's a weird castle.
That was dumb.
Your trap worked.
A lot of redstone there.
Yeah, very, very, very weird. Very uncastle-like, I must say.
Three persons worked on it, like absolutely different styles. 3 people.
That's good though. It's good. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't know what anything is in it. So one day I had to get Magpie to help me because she has that one mod that shows where the zombies and stuff is. Because I needed to see that zombie.
Oh yeah, that was hard to find. I knew it was there somewhere, but I was looking for that.
So when Magpie was on one day,
I had to
fly over there. I was like, "Can you help me?"
Dead now, anyway.
Is it dead now?
I would say don't kill it.
It's dead. The zombie's dead.
No.
Yeah.
Zombie's not.
Cal's gone quiet now. No, it's not dead yet. No, it's not dead yet. No, it needs to be more epic. We need to transport that zombie. We need to transport that zombie to the boxing ring.
There will be no crown if you kill a zombie.
Yeah, no, it'll drop the crown.
Who's quiet?
It will drop the crown. My crown.
With cursor vanishing. You think so?
Anyway,
who's quiet now?
we need to transport that zombie to the boxing ring.
Hey, we can transport the zombie ring.
I'll give you that job.
Sounds like stuff from me.
What else? PvP. People that don't know, PvP is accepted, but it has to be agreed beforehand. You can't just go around killing people. We did have a game where you wore a crown, and if you had the crown on your head, it was open to PvP, but Count ruined it. So that game isn't anymore. Next.
We had so much fun. but I ruined it. Yeah.
Yeah, straight away after
You're
the
right,
first
you're right.
after the first battle. Like,
Actually,
I
that
don't.
was the plan. I was actually preparing the hideout when I came. Wanted to kill me, and yeah. So that
Yeah.
was the plan anyway. The beginning to take the hideout anyways.
I don't
Before the
know.
Hmm.
I'm just looking really. What else? This is only the first chat. We need more people here really, just to ask if they've got any questions. But is there anything else that any of you two want to like cover?
Talk about stuff. I think that Dark already wrote some stuff.
Dark.
Yeah, just
Oh,
random questions.
Yeah.
So it will get other people to want to ask us questions.
what got everyone into Minecraft? Well, me. What got me into Minecraft was COVID. Actually, my daughter. I was off work, and my daughter was with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at start because her mum was still working. And she said, "Can we get Minecraft?" What got me into Minecraft? The start of COVID, April 2020. I started playing. COVID got me into Minecraft.
Really?
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
But you've played Minecraft before.
Not before April 2020, no.
Nice.
Man, you know so much stuff. Like,
For
that's,
being a person that hasn't played that long, yeah.
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 He knows exactly that much as I do, and I think
I didn't even know, like, the first time when we got it on the PS4. So he was playing on Bedrock. And obviously, my daughter had told me all this stuff about Minecraft, and I just honestly, I never ever entertained the idea of playing Minecraft. I've always played games, never Minecraft, because I always thought, oh, it looks really babyish and childish, and I was one of them people. And then when she
I
was
was
like,
as well.
yeah, and she was like, oh, we need to go to the Nether, and I was like, what's the Nether? She was like, oh, we just need to go. And she was terrified to go. And I was like, come on, let's do it. And that's what got me into it. Like, we were hooked on it all through the first lockdown. And then obviously
the Nether got you into Minecraft.
yeah.
I've been 10 times in the Nether for my whole life.
The Nether. Oh, no, it was just exciting. It was just exciting to go in there. And she was so scared about it. It's crazy.
And that was after the 1.16 update, right?
No, we actually started it just before that, and then they did the update a little bit later. I think the update must have come in sort of June, July, maybe.
A couple of months after, yeah, should be like that.
Yeah, it was. We started off in the rubbish Nether, and then all of a sudden it got even more intense. So that was it. That's my first answer to the second question. Has anyone played on an SMP before? Yes, I played on an SMP before, as the older members know that. I played on the old SMP, the Interrealms. What did I learn from the SMP? That it's great to actually play Minecraft with other people. That was the first thing. And that encouraged me to create this one. And also, it taught me that the most important thing about actually playing on an SMP is not the content, is not the storylines, it's not anything like that. The most important thing is actually about having fun, having a good time, because if you don't, no point doing it. And that is the main thing.
Completely true.
Greatly agreed.
Yeah. And what type of player am I in Minecraft? I am...
What are you?
I don't know. What am I? I don't know. I'm just a natural king who's been dethroned. That's it. What can I say?
You had a crown for one day, and the whole season you are telling the people that you're a king.
But I created that crown.
Yeah, then you're the blacksmith.
No. Have you ever watched Game of Thrones? Have you watched Game of Thrones? Count
Season 8
until season 8. Right. Well, Gendry, right, was actually person. He was the real heir to the crown, to the throne, right? And what was he? A blacksmith. So I actually see myself a bit of a Gendry. So I made the crown, and then it was me that should have had the crown.
Okay, pretty deep. Well, you have to go through stuff like him. Maybe someday you'll be like him.
I'm Gendry.
Wait a minute. This. Who makes? Who am I then?
Who are you?
That guy, right?
Who are you?
You're the German B-dubs.
What?
The what? B-dubs?
Yeah, the German B-dubs.
B-dubs wasn't the game from.
German? Did you say German B-dubs?
Yeah.
He's not German.
I'm not even German. I'm not even German. I'm living in Germany, but I'm not German. Oh.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny.
So, who else? What got you all into Minecraft? Come on, let's hear it.
January got no one to love.
Yeah, he did. He loved Arya. And in fact, in the last season, he gets it on with Arya.
Yeah, why you what you said until season 8? Why would you tell me what happens?
Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you'd give up because it got a bad rep.
And I again. Oh, that's the...
Oh, he's calling Arya no, but Arya killed the Night King.
Okay.
Come on then. Everyone else, whilst we're still here.
Okay, I would say that Dark can start answering the same questions, and I'll be right back up. 2 minutes,
Okay.
because I have beer issues. After beer.
I guess I'll go ahead and start answering my questions first and just go down the line.
Yeah, Count's obviously not interested, mate. Sorry.
It's cool. What got me into Minecraft? I was playing this one game called Ark Evolution Survival on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I love the building aspect of the game, also the taming aspect of the game. But ultimately, I would say the building is what really got me into wanting to play Minecraft, because I wasn't able to do it in Ark anymore since my Xbox One broke. So I went out, got me a cheap PS3, and I purchased Minecraft Bedrock for the PlayStation 3, and I played it hard. PlayStation 3 didn't have any updates for a while since I didn't have any access to the internet. So I played pretty much old school into a special friend of mine bought me a Nintendo Switch Lite, and then I was able to try all the new stuff. And I've been hooked to Minecraft ever since. 7 years ago, pretty much.
7 years ago.
Yep.
Well, you played on a few SMPs, haven't you?
I have played on one other SMP that I actually recorded on. That was the Psychopian Craft server. It was a really fun server at the time. Just issues arise and things happen.
Yeah, of course. I know that.
And
Been there.
what I learned from that SMP is everybody's not going to
Again.
agree to the same things. And yes, everybody's common sense is going to vary from person to person. But I learned playing with people also helps grow your channel because collabs are great.
Yeah, and it is more fun, I think, when you play with somebody else.
Yeah, playing by yourself is... yeah.
And what type of player are you? Because I can tell you
By
what
the way,
you're.
David, you didn't play much of single player then. Started
Barely nothing. No, like I played the only single player. What you could say is I played on the PS4 with my daughter on the split screen. Really,
Okay.
I did a bit of one block and bits in between and stuff.
Type of
Which
player I think I
question
am.
Mm-hmm.
did Dark answer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dark
I answered
answered.
the first
I,
two of mine.
How did
don't worry, Cat. I told him he wasn't really that interested. So when what type of player are you? Oh, did you just ask me?
Grinder?
Absolutely.
Dark Master is our the automated farm.
Yeah,
Chief
ultimately I am the concrete maker.
Chief Grinder. Oh, I'll remember that for season 2. Keep that up.
Well, see, the bad thing is I don't even use beacons like most people. So when I was over there helping Twix 2 the other day dig out her little hole, like I was having so much fun. I was just moving the mouse from one side to the other, and I was pretending I was Pac-Man. Nom 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 nom.
Hey, why don't you use a beacon? That's so weird.
I feel like the
You don't
beacon
use a beacon either.
sometimes is cheating, honestly. So that's why I don't use it.
Okay.
You're crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to make a beacon, and that's why I'm actually doing it the hard way. But
I
cheating?
mean, in
Really?
the time that I have to set up a full beacon, I could already have
Yeah,
half the job done.
yeah. That's my point. But cheating? Really?
It's just way
Oh,
too fast when it's fully set up
yeah,
and you
you need
have.
your 8 hour streaming sessions, right?
The faster the
uh,
better.
Crazy man. Oh, okay. My turn.
I
Your
tried.
turn.
Ooh, what
What
happened?
got me into Minecraft? That was my niece, actually, and sounds a little bit like your story. My niece, young, she was like 12 back then, and I was playing Assassin's Creed and Hitman and stuff like that. At some point, I saw her playing some crazy game with huge pixels and stuff. So what's wrong with you, right? So I took her laptop and I installed Assassin's Creed and stuff. She has a tattoo with the Assassin's Creed logo right now.
What, you
So she's like,
12-year-old niece?
yeah, she's a badass.
How's it?
Serious. So she has a tattoo right now. That works. It's a good game, but still, she was convincing me, no, you have no idea. It's a great game. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, why should I do that? Game like with that huge pixels, and that was like 1 year. It took 1 year, and at some point I said, okay, I'll just load this thing now, and so I have to pay for it. Okay, I will pay for it, but I want to see what's so special. What's going on there, right?
Excuse me,
There has
sorry.
to be a reason, right? Okay, 6 hours later, I had to eat, and then my ex back then, the next day, she was asking the same thing. You have to try it. So we installed it at the next laptop. I saw videos on internet how could we play from 2 laptops and different names and stuff like that, so we don't buy it again. So I started playing pretty much back then, and then life hit. So pause, and yeah, at some point, 3 maybe 4 years ago, I started again, and I was playing different. First, a lot of single player stuff, building villages, what tutorials, following tutorials, and then um, learning the mechanics and everything. And then at some point I decided I want to play with other people because it's pretty boring. So I entered a server that was chaotic. I tried another one. cool. And then I heard about Hermitcraft, so I searched a server, Hermitcraft like server. I want to make. And this is where I actually met Eccentric. He just logged out from the chat.
Yeah, you bored him, I think.
Anyways, yeah. Okay, me, yeah. So I made my own server at some point, and we were a close community, playing, having a lot of fun there. Then my wife said that I have to make some kind of videos, something and just record what I'm doing. I was, nah, I'm not that good. I don't want to do that. She was pretty stubborn. But okay, started with play mode and stuff. Then you guys popped up. And then you came with the idea about the Nomadcraft. There was no name back then, of course. And I'm having the time of my life right now. Like, really.
So
I said it today at the general chat. Equal how bad the day was. And probably sad. I know that at the end of the day, I'll have the balance. With Dark Master, with you we play really not often, but it's still fun. It's cool. I love the community that we have. I really hope that we can.
So did you say, was it your wife? Did you say it was your wife that got you to do the videos?
Yeah, she was pushing and pushing. So you have to start and record that, like the villages I was doing at an old server. You have to record. We got to do that.
That's a good question to ask.
I do that? Why should I do that? Then she bought me a mic that I didn't use back then, because I started using just replay mode, and that's. But yeah, then you popped up, and I already had a nice mic. So here we are.
Now you can't shut up. That's
yeah.
It went.
That was a lot of talking.
That's. I think it's unusual, though, isn't it? For you not think for a wife to encourage you to do it. Like, I'm single, so I don't know, but I would always thought like, oh, have you not got anything better to do and all the rest of it?
She is treasure. It's not my wife, and still, yeah, I can imagine, and as I know, most of the wives are actually making problems. If you're just playing video games, what kind of man are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am that kind of man.
So what got you, Bella, to actually want to make videos?
What got me to make videos? Bella, again, like, she wanted to make videos with me at first, but then when it got down to doing it on the PS4, she was very shy. Like, she's not a shy person. She does a lot of singing, dancing, drama, and all the rest of it. She stood in front of 600 people and sang a solo on stage. When it comes down to recording, it's really weird. She's just not up for it, and that's what she found out. But she still enjoyed watching us sort of make the videos and stuff, so I carried on doing it with her. And then obviously once I was into it, I sort of got hooked, and she went on to doing other things, making gacha videos and Roblox and stuff like that, and I sort of carried on the Minecraft thing. Initially it was all her, that hence Bella Gaming. Her name is Bella.
Yeah, that's important to tell the people, by the way. A lot of them think that your name is Bella.
Yeah, do you know what? I kind of thought this, and then once I was speaking to, I'm not going to name it, I was speaking to a big YouTuber, and they thought I was female. And I think that sort of worked in my favour because the conversation carried on. And they realised obviously I weren't female. It didn't stop when they found out I weren't female, but it was obviously a bit of a shock to them that I wasn't female. So, no, I would say it's a mild spaghetti. There you go.
That's funny.
Funny, right? Okay. So I
Well,
already
mine's pretty
answered the
much
second
simple and
question.
it's completely different. I
Oh,
didn't have
Yeah,
anybody pretty much to inspire me to do my videos. I just wanted to show one specific person that I was a better gamer than them.
really?
It's pretty much
That's
that
the
simple.
really.
Yep,
Wow.
that's why
You're
I
cool
started my
kid.
channel. Even though I don't have as many subs as that person, I'm still a better gamer.
You
That's made me laugh. Like,
you
I don't
you
mind if
have
it
the
gets out
same
though.
amount of subscribers. Yeah.
but
Oh.
but did that like because obviously that was what got you into it, but that's not what kept you doing it because it can't mean the thing that kept you doing it.
Well, my whole goal is as long as I have one more sub than he does, I will be happy. And I will continue to push myself until I have one more sub than he does.
Glad you're not
So
enemy.
right at
I
the
know
moment, so right
that
at the
would
moment, I have
be
500 subs to catch up.
okay.
I'm glad you're not enemies with Grian anyway, because that wouldn't be great.
Say it
Right?
again?
I'm glad you're not enemies with Grian or anyone like that. 'Cause that
Oh,
wouldn't be
no,
great.
no. I love the Hornets. I love all the Hornets.
Yeah, that's why you can't keep up now.
But Dark, you've got to remember because I know you're other apart from everybody. You know, I do what I do. You know, of course, I want to see my numbers go up and all the rest of it, and I want to do better videos and I want to improve my skills of editing and all the rest of that. But ultimately, if I don't, or like now I haven't posted for a month, I don't let it get me worked up. But I know you are one of the most overcritical people about yourself. And do you think that is
I beat
why?
myself up all the
Yeah,
time.
but do you think that's why? Because like ultimately, if that is your end goal, when do you ever win? Like when is it ever enough for you?
And I guess that's the point. You would never win on that.
But you will never. It'll never be enough because you'll
You
always
can't
be.
post your mood.
You know,
No,
you can't always compare yourself, a counsellor or anything, but you can't always go off what someone else is doing. At the end of the day, whatever they do is what they do, and whatever you do is what you do.
You can compete yourself with yourself yesterday.
Yeah.
That's actually the healthy solution. Be competitive. Be better than yourself yesterday.
Anyway,
That's great.
We don't go that deep in there, but I'm really happy.
no, yeah, and we're not going to get into that, but
that sentence, yeah.
I'm glad
That sentence, that's.
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did it because it
me too.
enabled us to meet you, and it's enabled you to come to a part of this server.
I love this
Darkmaster
community.
is really a big part of the everything that's the server. That the server is without him, for example, and his laughter, it won't happen. So I'm really happy about that.
That is laughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I will sound pretty romantic, but I'm a romantic type. So his laughter, he has a really you have no idea how difficult it is sometimes to change the scene in my video. The music is already starting, but I have to keep his laughter as long as I can so people can hear it. And that's the truth. That's really true.
Oh, that's a bad impression.
Somebody has to say something.
Yeah, that's lovely. To get a room together. Maybe is that the thing to say?
Yeah, well, later maybe now.
But ultimately, with the whole videos, I have actually grown to love it more than just having it as a competition with somebody else. It's became one of my coping skills.
Yeah,
That's good, and and ultimately that's the important thing now, isn't it? Because even if that person just disappears, I don't think you would quit. I don't think you would quit. I think you would carry on doing what you're doing. I hope you would at least.
Oh, yes.
Good to hear.
I think that's sorry.
Right, well, I think we should probably end this because it's well over an hour now and I have to get up for work. 6 hours
Right.
on a
You
Sunday.
sleep well?
Make another session.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be doing another session.
About,
Go on.
the question about the creativity process.
What?
And that will take. Someone asked somewhere. I love to learn about the creators process. I found playing and making videos incredibly time consuming, so it'd be cool to hear people talk about how they plan and then.
Oh yeah, you might not have actually been here when we discussed it,
Oh, okay.
but we did go through it. So
this is a pretty big thing.
yeah, and all we basically we just discussed sort of. I think everybody goes through the same process of, how long. It's time consuming, yeah, and you can do a build which can last. You can do a build for 100 hours, and when you shrink it down, it's a 3 or 4 minute time lapse, which is a quarter of your episode, if that. And I just think people kind of think it's unbelievable, think that, and there must be something else somebody else is doing, but in fact there isn't. You have to.
Well, it is like this.
Yeah, it is. But I found that hard to believe as well.
In 1 minute.
Yeah, I found that hard to believe at first. Like, and when like you watch people like Green or Mumbo Jumbo or any of them, like, and you think, they've got that episode out there for 20-25 minutes or whatever. That takes them nearly a full-on week working full time at it. And which is hard to do, obviously, when you're working full time and stuff like that as well. So and that was the whole point about people.
Hours and hours.
Yeah.
And hours. And it's not only the building the stuff; it's also fixing your mistakes. So
Yeah.
coming with the idea. It's also it's a lot. It's like really like 4 hours, 1 or 2 minutes.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Time lapse and stuff.
It is, and I think that's more of a thing. Like, I've watched Zen Master's videos, and he knows what he's doing. I think it's more of a thing like making sure, is that how it is for everybody, or is there something he's not doing? But it is like that, and there's no quick way around it. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, and obviously not everybody has that much time.
We're all learning still.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because I changed my way a couple of times. See it probably, but still, and then I'm still searching for a better schedule. So, but we can talk next time about the last part of the question, like how they plan.
Yeah, well, we can put that on for the.
That means really making a schedule, making a plan, if you are making scripts, I'm going pretty improvising and stuff, but you have to have ideas for an episode if you want to do it fast. The last month, at the beginning, I was posting a video every week, and now I'm posting a video every month.
Yeah.
And editing the videos, playing with other people, dealing with their microphones and their sound, right? This is also a thing. My last 2 videos are pretty bad quality from sound, because I'm always trying to push my voice up and his voice or hers down, and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard leveling everything out, isn't it?
A lot of work. It's a lot of work editing the video. It's like a lot of work, but it's fun. It's like really a lot of fun. And if you're a person really chasing tasks and I can do that, I have to do that, then it's
Like when you came and showed me the profits from the Treasure Island, I had to ask you to redo it because I wasn't recording.
Heard it. Yeah, there's so much echo, and I actually bought a lot of foam, and I have to show you. I have a busting stuff that are at the corners. Just take the pass and then form at the ceiling and everything. And still, it's a lot. It's a lot of work doing all of it, but it's fun. It's fun.
You've got to keep it fun, haven't you? That's the thing. If you don't enjoy it, then, you know, like I have, at the end of the day, I've been hectic with work, but I haven't had time to get into editing, so I've not pressured myself to do it this month. You know, I'll get a video out in the next week or two when I have a bit more time, and it's as simple as that. If I was doing it as a full-time job, of course it's important having a schedule and stuff, but if you begrudge doing something, it's not going to be done as well.
Quality. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to do it as good, and it's not going to be worth doing anyway. So, if you do need a bit of time, I would say just take your time to do it, and make sure when you do put something out there, it's something that you're actually proud of, and you know you'll watch yourself.
Upgrade yourself when you see where your problem is. Then think of a solution forward. That's
Of course.
And I've come to find out if you stressed and stuff right before you start editing, it's usually gonna turn out bad. So try to make sure you're in a happy, good mood before going on to editing.
Yeah, exactly.
really
Exactly. You need to be in the. If you're going to do your editing, you need to be. You need to have your mindset. You need to be in the zone ready to do it, or you won't do it. And you won't do it well anyway.
yeah.
Right. Let's wrap it up because it's been nearly 90 minutes.
Alright.
So obviously we've not had anybody else speak other than us three. Eccentric came in. Eccentric came in. Had a couple of comments about Arya Stark. But other than that, hopefully people will catch it on the replay. They may or may not watch it. If we do this every
It's pretty difficult nickname. I'm old school for me.
eccentric.
How username? No, the Sebe is still here. Listen.
Sebi Chat.
Yeah.
He'll have to tell us how to say it. But yeah, we'll put it out.
Butcher it.
Yeah, we'll put it out on the. I'll put the video out anyway, so people can watch it if they want. And we'll have to do this quite regular, just to give people the opportunity. And we'll mix up with the times and stuff like that. I might not always be on. You might not always be on, but we'll always make sure at least one of the admin teams on that can run it.
We can.
Yeah, might have to do an early morning one for yourself one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind doing that.
Chit chat sessions.
Yeah. I think it just gives people the opportunity to get whatever they're thinking off the chest, or any questions you might have. Doesn't have to be too long. It doesn't have to be too serious. It can. Right, let's wrap it up then, because I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Cheers for turning up,
people. Thanks for that.
Everybody have a good night.
Fun. And I will see Dark Matter in the game after a bit.
Oh really?
Right after I talk to my grandma, yeah. I'll hop in the game.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, guys.
But I'm gonna have to hop onto the Discord in the voice channel because I don't have the mods on the laptop.
We'll clear. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Good.
Right, just go in the.
Right.
Just move into one of the other channels, the general gameplay one, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
go get a room.
Yeah, that's it. All right, see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.